song from Lil Dicky. He's either a singer or rapper person. And yeah, it's about the earth. That is the edited version. I highly recommend if you're going to listen to that song, listen to the edited version today. It is Earth Day. It is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. I'm wearing green. That's today's theme. Yesterday was Jersey College Day. Monday, of course, was Pajama Day. Today is Earth Day, so we're wearing green. And it also is Mr. Miyagi's Dojo, if you've seen The Karate Kid. It's on all the time right now. So AP Psych, let's get into our 5 questions today. With sound effects, probably not sound effects today because we had the music video, but that was a good trade-off. So AP Psych, here we go. 1, what is due this week? Great question. 1, you got 2 quizzes. You have a Unit 3 quizzes. That's on brain anatomy and the biology of psychology. And then you have a Unit 4 quizzes. That's on sensation and perception. So 2 quizzes, and then you are going to have 2 FRQs. I'm posting those today. You know, some people want just all that stuff on Monday, but I'm trying to space it out a little bit. So I'm posting the FRQs today. When you do the FRQs, let's see what the next question is. Okay, never mind. So let me explain the FRQs. What I'm doing, those are going to be on Socratic. And this time, instead of just submitting, when you submit, it will show you. I have it set up. You guys let me know if you think this works or not, but it's going to show you what a good answer looks like. So you'll have an FRQ on Socratic, and then you type it in and answer it, and then it'll show you a good answer. So I'm going to give you credit for completing the assignment, and then it'll show you a good answer. So it's kind of like, you know, people have been saying, let's practice FRQs, but let's not make it worth a whole lot of points. So basically, I'm giving you credit for doing it, and then you get to kind of critique your own writing. The FRQs that were done on Units 1 and 2 were good. The one thing I would say is try to write an appropriate amount. Okay, you have to let the reader know that you know what you're talking about. But some people wrote a lot. And the whole thing that I just want to caution about writing too much. So think of, like, I would say for any term, you're looking at like 2 to 3 sentences probably is probably hitting about the sweet spot. So if you think about that, the reason is, again, when you take the AP exam May 19th at 1 p.m., you're only going to have like 45 minutes to do 2 FRQs. So if you write too much, you might not have enough time to get that done. So just keep that in mind. I hope that process makes sense. If you don't understand, if you have questions, email, send me a remind message, come to the Google meeting, all those things. We can take care of that. Okay? 2, I don't know what I'm missing. How can I find out? Good question. I did send some emails home yesterday and got some great responses, and I'll be updating the grades soon. If you don't know what you're missing, check Infinite Campus. If it says missing, so you just check. And yesterday I got a few emails from people who were like, yep, I'm getting stuff done, Mr. Fuller, and that'll get entered to the grade book. There was one person who was like, hey, I did a quizzes, but you have it missing. So that person was correct, but they had done it. So like I'm keeping 4th hour quizzes and 7th hour quizzes separate. So if you got a quizzes code and you're, let's say, a 4th hour student and you got a 7th hour code, you did the 7th hour quizzes. It's the same one, but when I enter grades, it makes it a little more complicated on my end. So if you could go to the Google Classroom, you make sure you're using the correct code. That reduces the chance that I'm going to make a mistake. Okay? But we fixed it. We fixed it anyway. Okay? You can turn in stuff. If it's not done, we got people who are getting everything done, and it's like they're done with everything. And then I've got people who are still missing stuff from the first week. You can get that stuff done, but it does need to get done. All right. Do we have to do the Quizlet once it's posted? So I'm going to have Quizlets for Unit 3 and 4. Quizlet. No, you don't have to do. Remember, we are preparing for an AP exam. Some of the feedback I got back from the survey last week was, Mr. Fuller, I'm a little nervous that I don't have enough to do to prepare. So I'm trying to give you more material. So like the Quizlet and the crash course videos, those aren't, the Ed Puzzle crash course video, that's not due. But some students want more to review. That's I'm giving you more resources, but I'm not making it required, because some people are like, I can't be, burdened with too much work. That first week, I think I gave you like the Quizlet was required, and the Socrative as well. And that became kind of a lot to manage. So I'm like, okay, Quizlet is optional. That's like learning the terms and stuff like that. Oh, almost have to sneeze. We'll see. Excuse me. Quizlet is optional. Quiz is going to be required. Now, the reason I'm requiring that is because, one, that's the feedback I got. People are like, quiz is, Mr. Vogt, please continue doing them. And in general, they're less time consuming than the Quizlet. So Quizlet, not required. Can you do it? Absolutely. Will it help? It'll help some of you. You are motivated both intrinsically because you want to do well in this AP exam, and you're interested in the topic of psychology. I guess I misused that term. Extrinsically, you want to do well in the AP exam. Intrinsically, you enjoy learning this stuff. So you determine how much you need. And you can certainly do that stuff, but it's not required. Quiz is yes, because that way I can ensure that you are doing some sort of review. Okay. It's going to come down, how motivated are you? Where is your locus of control? A strong internal locus of control stays focused, get this stuff done, and you can do this. And I'm just trying to provide you with as many resources to review as possible without overburdening. Okay. 4. Where are the new FRQs? They are on, so they will be on Socrative, and this time you do them and you get that instant feedback. So hopefully that makes this week's FRQs a little bit more meaningful than the last ones. Okay. And 5, how are we meeting today? Yeah, we can meet 10 to 11:30. Google Classroom. I'll post the code. I've gotten a request to maybe make this a mandatory thing, so we'll look at trying to do something like that. I think that is a little bit far-fetched in terms of like requiring it. I know some schools are requiring it, and kids are getting docked points if they don't go. How do you know that, Mr. Fuller? I don't know. Maybe I have some personal experience with schools that are doing that. To me, that seems like a pipe dream where I don't know if that's possible. However, I could say, look, you either have to come to this one or this one. So, but as for right now, it's just an optional thing. I did get a couple people yesterday. It was fun seeing you. Even if it's just to kind of chat, you don't have anything real specific, feel free, stop by 10 to 11:30 Google meeting. The link will be down below. As you're watching this, make sure to click like and subscribe. I don't really have a whole lot of reason why you should do that, other than the fact that when I watch YouTube videos, they always say that. Leave a comment. I haven't gotten a comment. It'd be super exciting to have a comment. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Have a wonderful Earth Day. It's going to be beautiful outside. Get a good amount of sleep. And remember, charge your Chromebooks.